It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Commanders and the Eagles under the lights on Thursday night. This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we join you from South Philly, close to 70,000 strong, packing Lincoln Financial Field, the home of the Eagles. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. We've got a couple of teams, Greg, that can make it happen with the defensive front. That's going to be a huge focus on this game.
With the importance of the passing game in today's NFL, Mike, you know how great it is to be able to disrupt that timing and throw off the quarterback's rhythm. And no better way to do that than by being able to get after him, especially with your defensive line. You don't have to blitz. You don't have to bring a fifth rusher.
Rookie out of Arkansas, Cam Little, ready to get this one going. And off we go here on a Thursday night. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
Took a little while for him to get his chance to be a full-time starter, but once he got that shot, he's just never looked back. I mean, Mike, think, he's always had that powerful arm. He can push the ball up and down the field and make every throw imaginable. But that time he spent on the sideline, I think it ended up being a massive blessing in disguise. He was able to work on his game from a mental and technical standpoint with no pressure to play. And now he is reaping all the benefits.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Once again, it's Jacobs. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. We'll go play action with Love. He'll try to run for it.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, get downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Love. It is brought in by Josh Reynolds.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Automatic 1st down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Love. That one taken in by T. Higgins. 14 yards on that pass play there. 1st down, Washington.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
On 1st and 10, here's Love. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Here's Love. There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Tyler Higbee. Touchdown, Washington. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The kick is good. Next to face the score, Commanders 7, Eagles nothing.
So 7-0 the score, and set now for the dynamic kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. If they get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today, they've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
On second down, it's May. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Commanders' offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently second in the NFL in rushing. Love to throw it on first down. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down. Love. That's to the left side and pulled in by Higbee. And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Jacobs. The ball's out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Third and long. Now Love. Oh, he gets a good read defensively and intercepts it. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. From out of the gun, here's May. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake-filled first half continues. Throwing on 2nd down, May. That one taken in by Corley.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Commanders' offense and quarterback Jordan Love heading back out there. And he's off to a fast start throwing the football. Pretty good numbers already just in this first quarter of play. Pass right side, and Higgins has the catch. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. That's taken in by Jennings. And this drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Reynolds is the motion man here. Throwing is Love. And that ball incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And Frank,
nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
if there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult. I think it's safe to assume that is not how they envisioned that 3rd down play call going. And now after going backwards, it's going to bring up 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Commanders will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
A good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
May now on 1st and 10. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's May. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for the first with Singletary. And he's not going to get the first down. Met and brought down in the backfield on 3rd and short. They do not get it done. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Commanders' offense and T. Higgins set to take over once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. It is Azeez Al-Shire with the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Love. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
A fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense make their way out to take over once more. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
They'll run once more with Singletary. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now, May. And that is incomplete.
I think this drive, and particularly that last 3rd down incompletion, Mike, has really summed up the story of this game offensively. No matter how many times they try to generate some plays through the air, there's just nowhere to go with the ball. In this case, the coverage is tight. They go 3 and out again. They've got to have earlier success and not just wait for 3rd down to bail themselves out.
The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Here's Love. Connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. On 2nd down, Love. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the 1st quarter. 2 different players each reporting a sack. Offensive line is going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection. How can we get extra bodies and extra attention? Because we still got a long way to go in this one.
Josh Jacobs was the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. Here's Jack Fox now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Eagles' offense about ready to take over once more. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. May gonna look to throw. This complete to Corley. They get 13 to begin the drive. It's a 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles.
Here's May. That'll be caught by the running back Singletary. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A give to Singletary on the zone read. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Slot receiver headed right. 3rd and short. And here is May. He's got Douglas going deep. And he will take this one in. 71 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Extra point by Little is good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 10-7. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Tylan Wallace now on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Catch left side is made by Higgins. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Defense. Still 1st down.
In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. From the gun, it's Love. Open man is Jennings. And they have the 1st down, so they get the completion on 1st and 5, and now they'll set up 1st and 10. Man in motion here is Jennings. Love to throw on 1st and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. We'll go play action with Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Higgins sent in motion. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker. And that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. So now they'll send out Evan McPherson for this field goal try. This will be from 56 yards away. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will stay a 3-point game.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
The Eagles offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. That'll be batted away, incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. On second down, it's Singletary. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Back with more of this Thursday opener after this. Throwing on third down is May. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to him with another drive here. And he's going to have this one up near the 28.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll find his tight end in the middle of the field to Higbee.
It may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on second down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on third down where it's a little bit more manageable.
That's taken in by Higbee. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down. Love. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Throwing on second down, Love. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. From the gun, on third down, it's Love. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here's 1st and 10. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So we've reached halftime here in our Thursday Nighter to start the new NFL week as we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, where the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Greg in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best happens up in Pittsburgh. A big one for the Steelers as they'll take on the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Out on the West Coast, more good stuff in the late afternoon as we'll be watching the game at SoFi Stadium. Well, it will be the Chargers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Finally on Monday Night Football, the showdown in the Lone Star State. Texans and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The home team's offensive running back, Devin Singletary, back on the field. And really, he has not produced a whole lot of highlights as we thought about coming in that he could be a featured back in this one. Instead, no running lanes, no room to operate, stuck at the line of scrimmage, and generally taking this offense out of its flow. Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. To throw again is May. He'll get that complete to Ross. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. May to throw again. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On the handoff, Singletary. And he will score. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, Eagles.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 4. Touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. On play action, Love. That complete to Jacobs. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Man in motion here is Jennings. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. A run up the middle with Jacobs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Second and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
There's a short one taken in by Higbee. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's second and 9. Throwing is Love. To the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And the Commanders are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
That one, taken in, middle of the end zone. Tyler Higbee, touchdown Commanders. He's got another one, his second touchdown of the evening. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
This taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Singletary. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Singletary. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Here's a 3rd and 10. From out of the gun, here's May. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
They're all set to punt this one away, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50 and set up the offense with a short field. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. Eddie has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. On 1st and 10, here's Love. This one complete to his tight end, Fant. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. Now Jacobs. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Shooing off 7 yards on that one. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now Love. There's that man again. Another catch. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4. In motion, it's the tight end, Higbee. Love to throw it on first down. He'll get that to his tight end. That's Ja'Tavion Sanders. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Love. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Washington.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there. Ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Next to face the score, Commanders 24, Eagles 14. Evan McPherson.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. The deficit is 10, 24-14. So work to do as they come up for 1st and 10. They'll give it to Singletary to begin this drive. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 29-yard line.
On the give, it's Singletary. And this will be a short pickup to about the 30. Devondre Campbell brings him down. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's May. That one to Corley. He's got it. 15-yard pickup there. Good for an Eagles first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and The age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Automatic first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run here. And a nice run there on 1st down, getting 8. Setting up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing now is May. That one taken in by Douglas. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
That's good for another Eagles.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
Now, remember, all scoring plays are reviewed. Tight game, tight call. They're going to take a good long look at this one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This returnable for Wallace. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. This one taken in by Reynolds. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Commanders.
Love to throw on 1st and 10. A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's no chance at all. He'll go down.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a two-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the 1st down. It's going to bring up 4th down. The Commanders set to kick this one away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. The Eagles offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. To throw is May. toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is May. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
So it's 4th down. They'll call on the punt team. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Now the return, and he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Commanders' offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. And he's looking to finish strong. He has been unquestionably the star of the show, as they have just absolutely had no answer on the defensive side of the ball. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He'll find his tight end in the middle of the field. It's Higbee.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And a good run there on 2nd down. A pickup of 7. It'll bring up 3rd and 3. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Love. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's 2nd and 2. The motion man is Sanders. They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. On 2nd down, Love. A throw, left side, caught by Sanders. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here comes Jacobs. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Once again, it's Jacobs. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. And now we'll get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. They can still pick up a 1st down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. Love. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You give your offense a chance to close this game out. If they pick up the first down, this game is over. But now, after the defensive stop, we're starting to see some signs of life on that other sideline.
They'll drop to throw. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. They come up for 2nd and 2. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Devondre Campbell. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They get the home victory here in the division in the first of their 2 scheduled matchups. Have a chance to go for the season sweep on the road later in the season. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. From Philadelphia, good night.